ciLiving. Sunshine Supplies for Teachers is on a mission to obtain and distribute free supplies to local teachers and classrooms. Crystal Hoadley is joining me now, and she has brought along a STEM experiment that you can try at home. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, I'm very excited to try this, so I think we should start with the experiment, and then we'll talk a little bit about Sunshine Supplies for Teachers as we go. So what are we doing today?
So today we're just going to do a simple experiment that you can do in the classroom, you can do at home with your kiddos. And it's kind of like, you know, we think of science experiments have to be, you know, the explosions and whatnot, but really, truly, the kiddos need to learn about how things work. And they kind of need that aha moment to get that curiosity spark to figure out, you know, why things work.
Right.
So today what we're going to be doing is, it's called the magic marker experiment. So for this, go
yeah, I was going to say, what are we going to need?
Okay.
So if you want to do this at home and follow along, all you need are
plates that you can see, at least white. It works a lot better.
Yeah,
so
and they kind of have a shiny coating.
Kind of a porcelain. And then expo markers.
Okay.
Yeah. And so basically what you're
water, right?
And water,
Perfect.
yes. So you have your little surface here. So you can just take an expo marker and draw a picture. I'm going to draw.
Ooh, so we get to draw onto the place.
So we're going to draw,
All right.
I'm going to draw a little stick guy here.
I'm going to draw a heart, and I'll draw my signature little dog over here.
All right. Well, and I'm going to be a little bit fancy.
Are we going to do different colors?
Yes. So I'm
right.
going to try and make some hair.
And I feel like this is great because you can be as creative as you want and just draw stuff, or it can be maybe even a test to write letters or, you know, do alphabet or counting or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to talk about this can be modified to do all different kinds of things in the clalasroom. And so once you have that like that.
I have one more thing. I have one more thing that I'm going to draw. I'm just going to draw a tiny little flower, and then we'll do the magic part of this experiment.
That sounds great.
Okay. Okay.
So you do this. Your kids get all excited. Like, oh, I get to draw on a plate. This is amazing. Okay. And so then you're going to take your water.
Okay.
And you're going to kind of start off to the one side.
All right. So basically, we're just pouring water.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Slowly. Just kind of slowly pour it on.
That's so crazy. So it's basically, it's floating to the top. Like
so you can
the design
go off
is
to the side here.
What?
Yeah.
So how does this happen?
So this kind of sparks their curiosity, like, how is that happening? Why? I just marked on there, and you know, you could go and actually, I have a permanent marker. You could maybe have them draw something over here, and so when they applied the water to it, this comes up. Try to get the
your little stick man has come up as an entire.
Yeah, but you could have the little permanent marker over here, and you could go and pour it over there, and for some reason the water does not make that come up. So the kids are kind of like, well, what's going on? Why is it that, you know, the dry erase marker was able to come?
If I put some permanent?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll put some permanent right there.
So then when you pour it over that,
nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
So why is it that the expo marker floats?
So that would be a question that the kiddos could try and figure out. So what happens is the chemistry behind the permanent marker is it's more of an acrylic base. So when it's drawn on a surface, it's going to kind of adhere to the pores that are in that surface. The dry erase markers, chemical contents, have kind of almost like an oily kind of background that when water's applied to it, it pops up.
It pops up and floats. Yeah. That is so cool.
Yeah.
And if you can see here, I see that my little flower has basically stayed completely
you can move it around.
As a whole flower.
My poor little stick guy, the arms now are kind of like this. And my head kind of came. But my eyes and there you go.
Yeah, and the flower has like stayed as it is, and then you can kind of move around, move that design around. What a cool experiment.
So this can be modified, you know, and as a former science teacher, I would have the kids try out maybe different marker types, you know, expo, pen and gear. You could also maybe try to see if water or rubbing alcohol or any of those other substances would change the outcome.
And maybe even the surface, because I'm curious if this surface has anything to do with how much it's adhering.
Yep, and maybe changing, because right now our water is at room temperature, so does heat or cold affect it as well? So there's so many variables that you can change and make such a simple science experiment like this be educational for the kids to learn about.
Well, and we had done something on here like milk fireworks and like how the milk makes the color do different things. So that's amazing. And then give us an overview of what Sunshine Supplies for Teachers is currently looking for, because ultimately you need people to donate supplies. That way they can go free to local classrooms.
Yes, so we are looking for sponsors right now. Monetary donations allow us to keep our doors open. Since we opened August 1st of this year, we have increased over 100 teachers. We have about 404 teachers. I'm getting ready to add 30 more today.
Amazing.
Yes, to our membership. And so we are looking for those basic supplies like we have here in this lesson. Sports equipment, band equipment is a new one that teachers are really looking for, especially, in our music departments. They're looking for donated musical instruments. Some of the kids aren't able to afford instruments, and so this is a great way for us to be able to provide for them. But I'm telling you, we take everything under the sun because these teachers need all of these resources to give our students enriching experiences and be able to prepare for whatever future holds for them.
Right, so like puzzles, games, books, pencils, backpacks.
Cleaning supplies.
Oh, sure, that's probably
paper
a big
towels
one.
for experiments like this. Yes, and right now with the allergy season and all of the little buggies that are out there, Kleenex is another one that we fall short on too. So
Kleenex and disinfectant and soap, I imagine, is probably
we need all those things. So, if you check us out on Facebook, I have our donation times posted. We're open this Saturday from 8:30 until 11:30 for donation drop-offs. But like I said, we greatly appreciate all of the support. Just since we opened August 1st, we've donated over $30,000 worth of school supplies into our local classrooms. And we're getting those pictures back from the teachers, seeing the kids working with those different things, and it's just amazing to see the outpouring of support from the community and also the wonderful things that are happening because of it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here for this awesome experiment and for all you're doing for the teachers in our community.
Thank you for having us.